And Eddie E, along those lines, said, would a kilt made out of more sustainable materials like hemp or bamboo still be a kilt? Again, he's thinking of like the future, like of trying to come up with different ideas.
Wool is sustainable as hell. You're giving an animal a haircut and then making something with that hair. So wool is highly sustainable in that way. There's companies like Scotland who are trying to, or, like Loch Heron, who are trying to buy Scottish and UK produced sheep wool, therefore limiting their carbon footprint even more.
Right.
But it is a sustainable type of thing.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
right on. Okay. Speaking truth to fashion, I think that sustainability is a very complicated topic. Is there room for experimenting with other materials like bamboo or hemp? Perhaps. Yeah, I could see a wool hemp hybrid, perhaps, in terms of yarn. That would be very interesting. But there's devils in the details of those as well. I mean, there can be a very large carbon footprint on bamboo cloth, for instance. It's not as super green as some people think because of the processing it has to go into it, and because it has to go around the globe to get to you, because it's pretty much all from China, as far as I know. So it's a complicated and interesting issue, but I don't think that the Highland Wear industry is that bad in terms of its footprint or sustainability as a lot of other things. I mean, you do not have the white man's clothing problem in Africa due to fast fashion coming from Highland Wear. It's coming from fast fashion. And that's a very, very nasty topic. If you ever want to get depressed, find the documentary White Man's Clothing, and you'll learn all about what happens to the clothing that gets discarded in this country. So
I would also say it's not, made in sweatshops and this kind of thing. Back to the fast fashion aspect of it. It's generally made in, countries who, are concerned about workers' health and things like that. They allow exits to the building. They have smoke alarms. It's, it's not an area where they're, worried about child labor and things like that. So it's, generally speaking, I think the Highland Wear industry is on very solid ground with sustainability and with, quality of life, shall we say.
One more reason to be proud of wearing a genuine kilt.
Indeed.
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for watching. As we said in that little segment, sustainability in the clothing industry is a huge topic. I'm curious to know what you think about it, and do you do anything to try and fight the trend of fast fashion? If you have ideas about it or things you think we should know, I would love to hear them. I am very proud of the fact that we are in a wool industry and a cottage industry with small companies making stuff that will last a long, long, long time. How do you integrate that stuff into your lifestyle?